So our first chapter in history is background and sources of history of modern India. So why do we need to study sources of history? Because it is mentioned no document, no history. We cannot gain knowledge about history without a document. And now here document not only includes the written one but also the unwritten one. So we can divide historical materials of two kinds. One is unwritten, such as archaeological materials, and other one is written materials. Written material includes the records of the emperor, the foreign travelers, civilians, newspaper and periodicals, and etc. While archaeological materials, that is unwritten one, includes, say for example, coins, artifacts such as this pot, and of course the beautiful paintings of those time, which explains how that event unfolded. So these were the basic division of sources of history. So now the question lies is sources alone enough to study the history? Is it enough? The answer is no. We require certain different disciplines along with the sources to understand the history. Such disciplines are sociology, political science, economics, geography, anthropology, etc., along with natural sciences such as physics, chemistry, biology, archaeology, genetics, etc. So why do we need those disciplines along with sources? Let's have an example. Here I have a cute skull that I excavated. Say for example, okay, so here I have a fairly cute skull, I suppose. Okay, so I have this skull as a source of history. So alone this skull is enough? The answer is no. I required certain different disciplines like biology to understand this skull belongs to which gender, for example female, male, or this skull is of a child. I require genetics to understand the race of this skull, and also I require the archaeology as a discipline to date back this skull, like this skull belonged to which era. Okay, and this is why the sources along with other disciplines are fairly important to study the history. Now we have two major disciplines which are fairly important, or which were fairly important for the developments of our history writing. They are archaeology and geography. Geography is so important that it is said that geography is considered as the eye of the history. Also, Napoleon quoted, this is Napoleon, quoted, "You tell me the geography of any nation and I will tell you its history," which means Napoleon said, तुम मुझे उसके एक प्लेस की जोग्राफी दो और मैं तुम्हें उसकी हिस्ट्री दूंगा. So why geography and archaeology are important to study as a discipline with sources? Say for example, here I have a fairly large landscape, mountain, rivers, and this. Okay, now here I have a deposit of iron ore. So if I want to start an iron factory, I would require the mine. Okay, so this iron ore mine will facilitate many activities along its geography. So geography is important to understand the activities that would take place along with it. Okay, say for another example, if I have a river over here, okay, a river, I know that the civilization would flourish along the banks of river because important source of livelihood, right? All right, so in standard 12th we are going to study the modern history and the history of different movements during the freedom struggle of a country, and this two piece of information is fairly important in entire history of India. Which two things? Modern history and especially the history of different movements during the freedom struggle. And this modern history includes the events from 1857 to 1947. Okay, from 1857 to 1947, that era is known as modern history. Now we have a lot more knowledge of history of modern India which are collected in the National Archives of Delhi. Here you will find various documents, volumes and book throwing light on political, social, economical and cultural of modern India. Okay, and those historical materials covers the records of roughly 200 years from 18th century to 19th century along with the first half of 20th century. And with the help of these sources we differentiated the particular sources in different ways, like we have Portuguese sources, Dutch sources, French sources, we have sources on Great Revolt, British era, then rule of British crown, freedom movement, etc. and etc.